Alright, let's get some better light. Gonna show my dad the Death Rising and get his first reaction, because he doesn't even know that I bought it.
Oh, I like it. I like him.
He's pretty creepy, right?
Yeah, he is.
His face is like really unsettling.
I like him. He's awesome.
Good morning. So I am on the way to work, and check out this ridiculousness. It is already 91 degrees, and we are not even in the heat of the day yet. That's ridiculous. It's been so hot recently. In fact, yesterday when I was setting up the Death Rising prop outside to show you guys, it was like over 100 degrees and felt like I was gonna die. And it actually kind of sucks because we've been having this problem in my workplace where, okay, so like half the building was added on after the place was built. Like it was kind of an extension, and it was not insulated properly. So several of the rooms on that end of the building don't have proper insulation, and the only form of air conditioning they have are like the little mini split units that are attached to the wall. So on super hot days like this, they have a very hard time keeping the place cool, and then the people that happen to be in those rooms for the day get kind of grumpy because of the heat, and it's not fun times. Oh look, now it's 94. Gotta make a run to the grocery store before work. Look at the light rays coming out, that's kind of cool. So I grabbed myself a Red Bull because I am so tired all of the time. The funny thing about Red Bull is I don't go to bars too often anymore, but when I first turned 21 I did, and the only drink that I would ever order at bars was vodka Red Bull, which I know is like a terrible combination, mixing that much caffeine and alcohol together, but I did it because it was an easy drink for the bartender to make, and it got the job done. So I used to drink that so much. So now whenever I have a normal Red Bull, every time I take a sip and I taste the Red Bull taste, my body or my brain always expects that alcohol aftertaste. And obviously the alcohol aftertaste does not happen, and it confuses my mind, and it's really weird. I guess the moral to that story was don't drink until you're 21. I'm off work and it's about to storm. And also there's a really weird looking cloud up ahead. I'm gonna try and show it to you. It starts over here where I was just pointing, and then you see it just kind of like goes in a straight line over the road. And it like continues on for a very long time. It's very strange looking. It almost doesn't look real. Now you can kind of see it goes like way over there, across the road, way over there. So strange. So, as promised, my hair is being weird. As promised, I am going to show you guys the progress that I made on the cemetery columns. but I'm very tired. It was a long day at work, and I made the mistake of laying down. Let me, rest my eyes for 5-10 minutes, and then I promise I will show you the columns outside. So, the clip that you just saw was at around 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish. It's now 3:11 in the morning. So, needless to say, I closed my eyes for a little bit more than 10 minutes. But that door is very loud. I am a man of my word. I woke back up and I'm going to give you a progress report on my columns. So, here they are. They're very hard to get in one shot here. So as you can see, I've done a lot since the last time I showed them. I finished painting them, and I am super proud of this paint job. I'm gonna brag for a second, because look at these bricks. Doesn't that look real? Like the ones down there. I have never carved bricks before, never done anything like that, and I think for never having done something like that before, these bricks turned out pretty amazing, if I do say so myself. I have footage of making these, and I do plan on making kind of a video on these columns. But basically, the way I did it is I took a Dremel to carve down about I don't even know how deep that is, only maybe 10 millimeters or something. I did that, and I purposely did it uneven so that it created a uneven texture for the bricks. Then I just used a utility knife to go and cut out the grout lines, and then just did a paint job. Painted the bricks different shades of orange, red, and then went over with a black to give it depth and make it look very realistic. I'm super proud of these. This is the greatest thing I've ever done. So you can see, I also started making the gate. Still gotta paint that and everything. And then if we take a look at the other side, I haven't touched these in several days, so there's a bunch of spider webs and stuff. See that? There's a bunch of spider webs extending from the ceiling to the top of the column. That's kind of lame. So we got, as you know, the lights on the inside, which will be the thunder and lightning effects, with a plexiglass cover to protect it from the elements. Oh no, part of the paint peeled off a little bit. You can see the pink foam underneath. That's not cool. Same on that side. That side's open. I have the power cord and the speaker cord and everything going up to the top, and these cords go in through that PVC pipe at the very top there and over there, and that's what connects the lights to the prop controller and the speaker and everything. And yeah, I think they're turning out pretty good. Pretty much the only thing that I have left to do in these is attach the, it's hard to do this backwards, the sconce lights on the front there, and on the other one, those are the little electrical box things for the wiring. And these columns will be done. Then just gotta paint the gate. And then the next step will be to make the sign that's gonna arc over the top, which that's gonna be a pretty massive project in itself. But yeah, so there's the update on my columns. They're so big, I can't even fit them in the frame. And now I'm gonna go back inside because even though it's the middle of the night, it's very hot and muggy out here, and I have all this stuff on my face and it makes my face sweat, and so I'm going back inside. So I do think I'm gonna call it a night, seeing as how it is almost 3:30 in the morning. Since I slept for a few hours, I'm like wide awake now, so I don't know if I'm going back to bed or not, but it seems like a good time to end the video for today. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.